type the phrase Atletico Madrid coaching staff into an internet images search and you will be greeted by a good number that show Diego Simeone and his friends involved in skirmishes and confrontations at various locations around Europe. Sure, there is a nice photo of Simeone and his men with his arms around each other, and there's the obligatory preseason team shot. More prominent, though, are the images of Simeone and his assistant German Burgos hounding referees, opponents and opposing managers and coaches. So nothing we saw at the Emirates was new to us. There was nothing new in the sly physicality of Atletico's play or the behavior of those pawing the ground in the visiting technical area. Part of Simeone's shtick is his intimidation of officials. It has been one of the ways he has sought to use the role of seasonal underdog in Madrid to his advantage year on year. This display of ridiculousness in North London was untimely, though. Simeone has long been admired by Premier League clubs. He is an overachiever, and in football that is a useful trait. It is something we once associated with Arsène Wenger before time played its cruel tricks on him. However, the reservations about Simeone have always been associated with his character. Arsenal and Chelsea will both be looking for new coaches this summer, but who would blame them for watching this sideshow and wondering if the Argentinian really is worth all the aggravation? Wenger talked about the image of Arsenal as he announced his impending departure last week. The Frenchman perhaps fails to understand that the best character trait any football club can have is winning, but he had a point. Nevertheless, Arsenal have always had a certain style and grace. Dropping someone like Simeone into the middle of Arsenal's cut glass and china would feel very strange indeed. In the opening minutes of this game, French referee Clement Turpin got the big decisions right. Both fouls committed by Sim Versalco were late and reckless. If anyone should have been on the wrong end of Simeone's displeasure, it should have been his player. Instead, we were soon witnessing the full Simeone pantomime. The Atletico manager's routine aped at every stage by his brutish number 2 Burgos. Believe it or not, Burgos used to be a goalkeeper, winning more than 30 caps for Argentina. These days he is known for his place in a rock band and for his rather overt aggression when things don't go his way. Burgos once told Jose Mourinho he would rip your head off as a Madrid derby got lively. During his days as a player he was once banned for 11 games for assaulting an opponent. So it is clear that Simeone has not gone for the opposite attracts style of management. Maybe he looks at Burgos and takes some comfort from the fact that he is not the maddest man in the room. Whatever the case, it was not a partnership that did much for Atletico's chances here. We have long marveled at Atletico's attempts to bust the dominance of Real and Barcelona in Spain, and Simeone is a fine coach. He gets the best out of players like his granite central defender Diego Godin, still staring down opponents at the age of 32. Yet underneath has always been a nastiness that has often passed without comment. Atletico's attempt to beat Real in the Champions League final of 2014 was notable for how close they came, but what was also true was that they kicked Carlo Ancelotti's players from first minute to last. Simeone is contracted to Atletico for 2 more years, but that doesn't mean very much. One would imagine he will be ready for the Premier League pretty soon. Whether the Premier League will ever be ready for him and his hired muscle is rather more unclear.